Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming, and we're playing Bath City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. And we are in our first season here in Vanilla National League South, and as you see, we're doing quite alright. We're just there about to reach a playoff spot for the end of the season, or at the end of the season, halfway in or a little bit less. And I actually just noticed that for the first time that I've started this game, and that the board doesn't have anything to criticize about our performance, which is really nice. But yeah, next up is going to be a match against Chippenham away in 7 days, and I will see you then, unless anything really interesting happens before that. Alright, so here we are at match day against Chippenham, and we are quite comfortable favorites here according to the bookmakers. So let's hope we can make that happen for them, so to say. And we are having our best field in, best players on the pitch already. So it's just checking that they are in a good enough condition, and they are. So we will just continue like we always do pretty much. We are very strict with our formation and easiest to play with. I'm feeling most confident with that, and mostly really due to having most players to choose among with playing a regular 4-4-2 is what I feel, versus playing something like this, a 4-4-2 diamond narrow, because attacking midfielders and defensive midfielders aren't that many to find. This is better, but it feels a little bit empty on the wings, and an offensive 4-4-2 with the right wingers or right and left wingers rather than right and left midfielders. Those are definitely hard to come by in my opinion, so that's why we are sticking with a regular 4-4-2. So we will kick off the match here and play and comment it just like we always do here on Rawslowgaming. Comment every moment, so to say, and taking it raw, slow and nice. And first chance here for Bath City. I tried cross there, but not really getting through. And a second cross here to Brandt, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 7th minute. And we take the lead, and then, of course, leading the match 1-0 here versus Chippenham. So good sequence there, and good choice by Britton there, I guess, to pass back to Harper, and really good cross there actually, and good movement by Brunt to getting back to the position there. He's actually moving back there to reach the ball, and just ahead of his opponents that were marking him. And saw there in the stats that Chippenham have quite a few players that are really tired for some reason. And a good chance there from Chippenham, but pretty much straight at our keeper's hands. So no real worry. And the highlight isn't over here. A counter-attack, Pearson driving forward here on the left-hand side, but didn't come through. But it's a penalty, and Brandt here having a chance to do his second goal of the match here already in the 12th minute. So what will happen? Brandt scores, and we extend the lead 2-0. A very secure penalty there, actually, and not any doubt whatsoever. Really, really well placed. Yeah, very low in the corner and far out. I would say impossible for the keeper to save there. And we are having another chance here in the 14th minute. Harper with a chance to cross it again to Brandt, and heading over the top bar this time. But yeah, we are off to a smoker of a start, and here comes another chance in the 16th minute. Who will it be for? Well, Bath City picked up that loose ball from the goalkeeper of Chippenham, or not really loose ball, but the goal kick. And passing back and forth now in the midfield, passing back here to Harper, to Edwards, and back to Harper here in the defensive half, or well, the early offensive half, and to Brunt, and it's another goal for Bassett and for Brian Brunt here in the 16th minute. So in 16 minutes, Bassett is leading 3-0 versus Chippenham, and also in 16 minutes, Brunt have done a proper hat trick with no doubt whatsoever. What a first 16 minutes for Brunt here. That's pretty darn crazy. And he's not really per se a written goal scorer. Britton is much more of a goal scorer in general. So quite surprising, but we are very happy that he's performing well. And now finally a bit of time here between any highlights, but we have a highlight that is going on at this moment in the 34th minute. Again, Chippenham goalkeeper with a goal kick, and again we managed to take hold of the ball, or control of the ball. Edwards passing back to Batten here in the defense, up to Chilvers to Smith, but he's getting dispossessed there that time, actually in the proper way, so to say. So Chippenham driving the ball up here and passing back just outside the penalty area, and a chance for a shot, and it's a shot, and it hits the top bar. But we managed to clear that rebound that were really dangerous, so out for a corner. And that said, corner comes here. And it's a goal for Chippenham here, unfortunately, in the 34th minute. So decreasing our lead to 3-1. And yeah, maybe Clark should have saved that. Don't really know where he were going before. Zabrowski met with a header there, and a free kick for Bassett. Chilvers with the free kick there, but only getting blocked, really. So Chippenham here with a counter-attack. Twine just running through and shoots, and it's another goal for Chippenham here in the 37th minute. Very, very unfortunately. And it's even more reduced now. Definitely not what I wanted to see there on that free kick. But I should say that this was a good counter by Chippenham, and again, really, Clark should have saved that. Looked like an easy save, to be honest. And yeah, that's not really that great. So we'll try to shout, or we will shout "Show Some Passion" after the second half, or at the start of the second half, because this is the end of the first half, and we are leading, as I said, 3-2. Looking at the stats, seems about right. Probably we should lead 3-1 or 3-0 though. So it's sort of a good first half, but not really great. So kinda frustrating, but we will show some passion here and directly. And will we shout the man more? I don't know. First chance here in the second half is for Bassett Chilvers with the corner, but gets to cross it a second time. This time cleared to Edwards, and he will get a chance to cross it towards Brunt, and Brunt's headed over the top bar. But almost a fourth and fifth goal is done here, so to say. And next highlight here in the 64th, 65th minute, Bassett with the ball, Harper crossing it, but not reaching anyone, and a chance for a counter-attack here for Chippenham, unfortunately. And Twine are running through here again and passes to Zabrowski, and it's off. Well, not off, but it's outside. Far wide, actually. But I thought it were a goal. We will not have to switch out Brunt, but we will do so since he's pretty tired. And we'll switch out Edwards for the same reason. And what more? Do anything more? was without Batten having not his greatest match of his life. And next highlight here in the 71st minute, Bassett with a free kick in our defensive half, and the ball up to Pearson. Pearson getting dispossessed, but regaining the ball there. Luckily enough, Riley Lowe with a long cross towards Reigns. Reigns running through and one-on-one versus the keeper, and he shoots, but puts it wide. That also looked like a certain goal. Very surprised by that, and shout demand more here, and corner, and again it's cleared, but back to Smith here. Smith with a shot, and he hits the post and Reigns. And how the hell did the keeper save that ball? That's pretty crazy. How the hell did he save that ball? Another corner, and a bad corner unfortunately, so out for a throw in. But yeah, I feel a lot more pressure and stress, so to say, about this match than I should. But it feels very exciting and all too close at this moment. And we'll see here what happens. Man, cross to Britton. No, he misses. And a long ball up here. Yeah, finally. No, we don't want a highlight here. A corner from Chippenham, not what we want to see. And the corner is there, and it's a goal for Chippenham, but it's been disallowed for pushing another player. And that's very good for us, because stop with the highlights, please. Chippenham, goalkeeper, now with a goal kick. And a very bad one straight to Reigns here. Reigns running through and are through. One on versus the keeper again, and this time it's a goal for Bassett in the 86th minute. And finally we might have secured this match. I certainly hope so. And yeah, I can be done with the highlights now. That is totally fine. Just let us win the game. Yeah, good performance there. I guess a good run after you got the ball, mainly. And you have many highlights in this match so far. And we are now having the final result. 4-2 for Bassett versus Chippenham after full time. Shots 26-13, shots on target 15-5, and possession at 60-40%. So as said, this felt a lot more close than it had to be, and looking at stats and everything, we maybe should have won even bigger. But overall, quite alright, and overall the players performed well, so we are quite happy with that match. And that brought us up to 8th place, maybe temporarily, but we are now 2 points off from a playoff spot, and 14 points off from the league leaders that are sort of running away with it, but maybe not. And let's check the mail here really quick. Classes Brunt on perform. Well, we will not praise him. I think we've praised him many times here, and we make it 5 matches unbeaten. So that's pretty nice. We will see you next in 7 days against Tunbridge. And time then for the next match here against Tunbridge, which should be another quite easy win, hopefully. And if we're listening to the bookmakers and everything like that, which we aren't as such, but always a good indication on how hard or easy it will be. So we are still not really going to change anything in our setup here, or not setup, but in our lineup. So we are just going to match straight off here. And yeah, proceed to match. And as we're doing this, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the episode and everything like that. And if you're doing that and want to follow along on our journey, do remember also to hit that subscribe button, and you can hit that small notification bell if you want to be really sure of not missing out on anything. And if you don't enjoy it, hit the dislike button, don't watch or whatever. any reaction or interaction with me. It's all fine and really something I enjoy. So also do comment on the wrong tactics I'm using or doing wrong choices in general, or if I'm making good choices or your story or anything like that. And yeah, last but probably least, check out all the links in the description as well, and the membership tab if that is something you're interested in supporting the channel even more. I got some interesting perks there if you're following along on this series. The top perk being able to name one player per game a year in the youth pickup or the youth squad that are every year in either FIFA Manager 2020 or Football Manager 2020. So if you even look at that, I'm super impressed, so to say, and super grateful. With that said, it hasn't been that many highlights so far in this match. Tunbridge have had 2 chances that have looked dangerous, but we are sort of dominating in terms of stats, but haven't shined through. And the first half is already over, so not much at all happening there, but we really should do better. And the scoreline then, of course, 0-0. And yeah, how are the players' rating doing? Not too great, but not really too bad either. So hopefully they will just play better here in the second half. We will shout the man more, and I will show some passion, I guess. And first highlight here in the second half is for Bath City, or where Smith getting losing the ball there very easily, and a fast pass by Tunbridge and a chance for counter-attack here in the 56th minute, passing it wider, or were looking like they were going to pass it wide. The wide pass is coming here, and the cross is coming there, and a penalty, I guess. And yes, unfortunately, a penalty there for Tunbridge. And Turner here versus Clark. And an easy goal there for Tunbridge Angels, unfortunately. And that means we are trailing by 1 here in the 56th minute. And definitely not what we wanted to see here in our second half. And we will show some passion here in direct response, so to say. And we will go up to attacking. And we will shout the man more. And still nothing happening, and up to the 17th minute, and we haven't really switched anyone out just to get them some time, but yeah, not good enough. So Pearson, you are getting switched out, and I guess Brunt as well, and I guess Riley Lowe here, that is a bit tired. And we'll shout the man more here. After that, free kick from Chilvers, hitting the top bar there, or the upright. And next highlight here in the 78th minute, pass it with the ball, passing to Edwards, and driving it forward here in the middle. And passes it wide to Harper, and he passes it wide to Reigns. Reigns a chance to crosses it to Edwards, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 78th minute. And we finally make a goal in this match and have equalized with a little bit over 10 minutes to go. So still a chance to bring this home, even though it hasn't looked that way at all. But now we are getting some momentum, so hopefully they can play good at these last few minutes. And next shout is going to be show some passion here, just as soon as we can shout. Free kick or a corner from Bath City from a man, and the ball back to Chilvers here. And Chilvers passing it back to Batten and to Mann here. And he shoots, but saved by the keeper. And Reigns getting on the rebound. Easy shot there, but shoots straight at the keeper where it should have been a goal. And the corner here, unfortunately, only being cleared out to a throw-in. And yeah, that is not helpful. And come on, extra time, and that extra time is over. So the full time result for Bassett versus Tunbridge is a 1-1. Shots 20-5. Shots on target 10-1. Possession 59-41%. So obviously we played pretty well considering the stats and everything like that. We just didn't manage to do any goals or enough goals. And yeah, we definitely should have won that match, but we didn't, which is really frustrating. But it's all right. It's all right, and still 8th in the league, 1 point off from playoff spot now. So hopefully we can still make our climb here towards the playoff zone. 912 attending that game and 6 unbeaten for Bath following a draw. So that's pretty nice. And next up, Wellstone in 7 days at home, who are one of the top teams. So probably will be a harder match, at least according to the bookmakers and everything like that. And as usual, I'll see you then if nothing interesting is happening before that. All right, so here we are at the match against Wellstone, but it is in the FA Trophy first round though, so not in the league. But still a tough match, as I saw there, very much even Steven, and hopefully we will draw the longer straw, so to say. And still, as I said, we are playing with the team that we see are most suited to play, and we are not really rotating any bit in our team. That's just not happening at this stage, at least when we have a pretty low backup, so to say, or very little backup. We do have in some places in the midfield a little bit, but we want them to be on the bench and be good players to bring in when needed, so to say. First chance here in the 5th minute, Edwards with the ball, but losing it there on a very strange situation. But the ball back to Baxter and up to Edwards here again. Edwards with a chance to cross, maybe. Yeah, here in towards Brandon. It's a goal for Bassett here in the 5th minute, taking the lead. And we're off to a flyer, as the commentators say. Couldn't have said it better. And yeah, good stuff there by Edwards, getting through his or past his defender, and a good header by Brandt straight down to the ground. Hard for a keeper to reach then. 10 minutes in, and that is the highlight that we have gotten. But we have another one rolling on, just as I say that here in the 13th minute. Smith with the ball, passing to Edwards. Will play wide, and now he's getting dispossessed, unfortunately, instead. So the ball up here for Wellstone and getting through here on a counter-attack, and he shoots from a long way off, well, out, and it's just off, rather, of the framework, so to say, or off the goal, over the goal. And something our assistant manager shouted there, and our players got stressed, which is a shame. And here is another chance. It's saved on the line there pretty much. Very dangerous free kick there from Wellstone, but we managed to clear it, which is very nice. And here we go again, or rather, here comes the corner, and we managed to clear that out. But Wellstone still in control of the ball, passing it back and forth here in the midfield, snatching that poor attempt of a pass up though, but no more highlight. Until I say that it is no more highlights, of course, because straight then it is another highlight. This time for Bassett. Chilvers with the ball here in the midfield, passing to Smith and back to Chilvers. And he's playing it wide up to Edwards. Edwards running up here, and a chance to cross it to Pearson. Pearson with a shot, and just over the top bar there, very nearly curved itself in and under the top bar. But unfortunately not. And next highlight here
in the 45th minute, the last highlight before the end of the first half. Harper with the ball on the right hand side, passing back to Smith and to Chilvers and back to Smith here, and he chooses to back down to the defense to Batten, and a long ball that fails, and Wellstone now in control of the ball, and another long ball but fails as well. Stuck on a Batten, and the ball now up to Smith, and then passes to Edwards. Edwards doing a run here, and he shoots, and it's just wide of the mark. Again, couldn't have said it better than the commentators did, so to say. And after one half, we're leading then 1-0 for Bastard versus Wellstone, and overall a very even match, and we are not lucky, but we're feeling good that we are having the upper hand at the moment. No one really shining through as bad or good. Maybe Pearson a little bit on the bad side. Could have told him to get it together, but we didn't, and that's sort of how we play as well. First highlight here in the second half, Brunt getting dispossessed there very easily in the midfield area. So a chance here for Wellstone, who are passing it back to their defenders and up to the midfield and playing a fast cross there, and the cross is in, and it's a goal for Wellstone here, unfortunately. And it's all equalized 1-1, and I weren't fast enough to comment there because it was a wide opening cross, direct cross there from Green out to Perkis, and he was very fast as well to cross it in straight to Cadogan in a great position and with no marking, so, and a great finish there, but a little bit frustrating there. We'll show some passion here. And next highlight here in the 55th minute, a bad throw-in from a Wellstone, but we managed just to clear it to Wellstone, so they are still in control of the ball here in the 55th minute, and it's a shot and it's a goal for Wellstone here again, and again Cadogan, and again a good finish there, and can't say too much about Clark's performance there either. More the defenders, unfortunately, and we are now trailing by 1. And yeah, really a far too easy goal, to be honest, but can't say too much about it either. Next up, another highlight. A lot of highlights now, it feels like. Wellstone with control of the ball again, and again up to Cadogan. Cadogan crossing to Emmanuel, and it's another goal here for Wellstone, who are now leading 1-3 for Bassett versus Wellstone, and we're not having a good second half here for sure, or just before the end of the first half either. We had a good first 40 minutes or so. After that, it's been a good first half, really. After that, it's been less impressive. So we'll shout the man more here. We do have a highlight going on. It looked to be for Bassett, but Wellstone now taking control of the ball and playing it left-hand side here, but we're looking a bit slim, but Cadogan are still in control of the ball, dribbling inwards here, playing it wide to a right-hand side and passing it in to the middle, just in front of the penalty area, and it's another goal for Wellstone, and an own goal there. Yeah, a very hard shot hitting the top bar, bouncing down and then bouncing on our keeper. So can't say too much about this either, really. A superb shot there from Green, so damn hard. And yeah, just a bit unhappy, I feel. And sorry for that noise. My window isn't really open, but it's not 100% closed either. But yeah, we are having some... I don't know what to call it in English, actually, but yeah, someone that enjoys to burn out with their cars. Pretty much as you heard there, I guess. And I'm sorry for that. And yeah, we are not really winning this match. We are losing this match for sure. But we do have a highlight here, and it's for Wellstone hitting the framework there. So nearly another goal, but it didn't happen. And Britain running up there, but not getting through, which is a shame for sure. And we are now approaching the closing stages here of this match, and there we have it, full time, and the final result is a 1-4 for Bassett versus Wellstone. Shots 13 to 16, shots on target 78, and possession 47 to 53%. So overall, definitely not the result we felt we deserved, but to be honest, Wellstone definitely had the more dangerous looking chances. And unfortunately, our players didn't just perform at the same level as they did, I feel. So that's really how it was there. And attending were in 913, and we were defeated in first round there. So very unfortunate end of this episode, but that will be everything for this time. So I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. With that said, bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.